Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the
Hello.
HireMyVA Team and Business Building Podcast, where we help you to reclaim your freedom through hiring and thriving with virtual assistants without breaking the bank, your bank, and I guess that's the most important one. So I'm Dave Braun. It is. I guess my
It
bank's
is.
more important than anybody else's, but
Yes,
we're here to help
that's right.
increase your bank. We can increase all of our banks together, right?
Right.
I'm Dave Braun. I'm here with my great partner, friend, Larry Broughton. Larry, how are you doing?
I'm good, Dave. It's good to see you today. I love you. Glad to see
Yeah,
you. I'm
love you
glad
too,
we're on this
bro.
journey together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. All right. So, question that we've got is people have said, I'm just not interested in this because I don't want to I just want to do my work, right? I love my work. I'm an expert at it. And I just don't want to worry about having somebody else on my team. It's like, I just want to do my work, not worry about someone else. What say ye?
Can I be really honest on this? I think I can because
Yeah.
this is our actual podcast, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Reality is our friend. And so for those who have been on the journey with Dave and I for some period of time, you know that I tend not to pull punches. I try to speak the truth even when it hurts. I try to soften it a little bit. Sometimes it's like an iron fist in a velvet glove, as Teddy Roosevelt used to like to say. But if that truly is your attitude, truly, and I mean truly, and you're not just saying that as an excuse and this isn't the program
Yeah.
for you, then really freedom is not what you're looking for. That's a absolutely fear-based comment. You will not grow your business. You will not find the freedom that Dave and I are trying to offer if you're going to do everything by yourself. Dave, you've got this great comment on the board over your shoulder there that says, control is an illusion. If you think you're going to control everything, you are nuts. The more you try to hold on tight to things, the less control you have of what's really going on around you. We could really dive down the rabbit hole as with Alice in Wonderland or go through the Matrix or whatever it is on this one. But truly, if you want to find freedom, you have to have team members, really strong team members.
Yeah, and one of the things that when I spoke about this once, there was a comment in the audience and it made me realize that by you just being yourself or not having enough of a team, you are putting your clients in danger because if something happens to you,
yes,
who's gonna serve your clients, right?
That's right.
And plus, you say, I just want to worry about myself and only and worry about that. Well, you are worrying about somebody else. You're worrying about your clients. Because if you're not worrying about your clients, pretty soon your business is going to dry up.
Or let's say that you're even an employee. You're worrying about somebody. You're worrying about your coworkers and your boss. Right?
That's right.
If you haven't made the transition yet. Life is about community. Whether you are running a business, you're an employee, you're absolutely retired. We were built for community, which is why the community that we have created online here is one of the really important elements of the success of this program. But worrying about someone, not worrying about other people, is frankly very narcissistic because all you're doing is caring about and worrying about yourself. And that's fine to a certain degree, narcissism, or else we wouldn't get up and shower and shave and, put on deodorant each day, right?
Yeah.
However, taken to an extreme, you are never going to find freedom.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an empty, shallow, hollow life in existence. Dave, I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me that some of the most rewarding times in our lives is when we've helped team members, VAs, change the trajectory of their life by offering them opportunities to grow with us. That's very addicting. I mean, I know that it's codependent that we find joy and happiness out of other people's joy and happiness, but there really is the stars and moon tend to align when we do things together in community where we're serving each other and not just serving ourselves. So to put it a little more bluntly, this attitude is, I don't want to care about anybody else. I only want to worry about myself, is selfish.
Yeah. And, and we can only get so much excellence in our business and in our life by ourselves.
True.
I mean, when we have some other folks on our team, we're going to worry about them because hopefully that's the kind of person you are. That's a good sign that you're caring about them and you're worrying about them, but they're going to bring an excellence to your business, assuming you hire right. They're going to bring an excellence to your business that you cannot do on your own. They're going to shock you and surprise you by the talents that they have that you don't have, because that's how you really want to hire.
Yeah.
You know, and let me go back to that part that you said about control and what we talked about, what I've got here. If I can, control is an illusion, right?
Yeah.
And like find it.
Yeah.
But speaking of control, you know, it really, like you said, it really is funny. The more you give up, the more you can do, the more enjoyment you have, the better impact you can have on your clients.
Yeah.
Just a higher impact and significance you can have in the world. I mean, just here's a simple example, and it's not even related to work. We talked about another episode, a guy on my friends went on a yacht, but I was just thinking to myself, you go on a cruise and what is going on? You are giving up control of your space. People have keys to your cabin to clean it. Other people are fixing your food. You're trusting them. You're trusting in the captain to get you where you're supposed to go. They're driving the boat. You are giving up so much control, but guess what? You're having a great time by doing it.
Yeah. Which reminds me, we've done a few cruises with our communities of past programs that we've done. I am looking forward to the day when we can start doing those things again, about getting team members together. I was just reminiscing about the last couple of cruises that we've done, Dave, together. But you know what? This thing, like, I want to do it by myself. I don't want to care about other people. It's a fear. And I do understand it. What you're really saying, you know, I've got a friend who's an attorney who says, you know, behind every question is really another question. Right.
Of course, an attorney would say that.
Yeah. I think what the person is really saying who has this attitude is, I don't know how to manage or lead these people. And so I would rather just try to do it on my own. That, in all honesty, is a sign of lack of maturity in this space. And the great thing about maturity and experience is that you can get it. That's what this program is about. It is to mitigate the risk, to give you a roadmap on how to actually do this and do it successfully. It won't be successful 100% of the time, but if you are left to your own devices and just try to figure this out on your own, you are going to wander in the wilderness for a very, very long time. And what is the cost benefit of getting 80% more efficient in this search, in this endeavor, than just going out and wandering around for a couple of years? How much is it going to cost you in time, wasted energy, wasted efficiencies, bad relationships, emotional drain, versus saying, okay, I'm going to go up to bat, and if I can just be successful 80% of the time, holy smokes, you'd be one of the top baseball players in the world, right? Mm-hmm. So the idea here is we're going to help you mitigate some of that risk, and we're going to guide you through the process. You will not be doing this alone, particularly if you get involved in the community. And I keep talking about this community, Dave, because I just think it is so important. Life's journey through anything is much more joyful when you're doing it with people, right?
Oh, absolutely. Doing it with people. And that's not just people on your team, but in a community of like-minded folks.
Yes, that's right.
In fact, you know, it just reminded me of, you know, we're you know, that fallacy of you just want to do your work and not worry about someone else. Well, guess what will happen if you build the right team? Your team will worry about you.
That's right.
And they will help you in ways you won't even imagine. Just last week, I was concerned about something, and Daphne, who you guys will meet in the community, who's awesome.
She's a rock star.
She kind of talked me off the ledge.
Good.
You know, it's like my team members doing that for me. I never expected it. But if you build your right culture, you have the right relationship with your folks, the benefits that you're going to get from having VAs, and I'm talking about having somebody who's with you. You're doing business together, not somebody you're hiring on lead lance, because they're not going to be in community with you. The people that you actually hire as team members and employees, can be in community with you. That's the way we recommend to go, because you would be surprised at all these other side benefits you get, like they will support you and care about you. I just had, happens to be, you know, when we were recording at BAT, but when we were recording this, it's my birthday today. Yeah, I had David. Thank you. And thank you for wishing me happy birthday earlier.
Yes.
When one of my team members came in and said, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice of him to do that. It makes me feel good. And I think makes me feel like I'm doing something a little bit right within our team.
Yeah, and I think that you hit on Elance. I mean, there's a lot of great people you can find on Elance, but that's a gig-oriented society. We're
Yes.
not trying to create a program where you just go and hire a VA for one gig and then you're done. Although we do really highly suggest that you try a gig first.
Yes.
Before you actually go to bed with somebody, date them for a project and see how it works out. If you're not really convinced that this might be the right person. But through Elance and some of these other programs, that's what you're hiring them for a gig. And
Yes.
that's it. And you're never going to hear from them. You're not going to hear about birthdays and family situations and, hey, we're in this for the long haul. And you're actually growing the business, growing the community together. It's just a different relationship than what we're suggesting.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great points. Awesome points. Anything else, Larry?
I think we nailed this one. I think, and if questions do come up, please go to the community and ask them, say, hey, I need a little bit more clarification on this topic that you guys were discussing. We'll be glad to join in and offer a little bit more clarity.
Okay. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thank you again for being with us on this journey with us. It's important that you're here. We love your comments. We love your questions. We love, like we talked about in this one, being in community. We want to be in community with you. And the best way to get your freedom is with that community. And so we're here to help you build a team to help you do that. So 3 things we want you to do. We'd really appreciate it if you did it. Number 1, subscribe to this podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well if you haven't done so. Number 2, give us a 5-star rating. And number 3, just go to HireMyVA.com for more information on our course and community. Yeah. You'll know how to sign up right there. We've got our podcast is there, blogs are there, et cetera. You can get a lot of great information. So go there, sign up for our program, and we'd love to have you in our community. Larry and I have helped a lot of folks, and we want to help you too. So just, again, go to HireMyVA.com.
Yes, indeed. Do yourself a favor, folks. Do the world a favor. Go do something significant today. Now, go get them.